Hello and welcome and a very Merry Christmas, my friends. Hambbage here, and I'm glad you are too. I hope whether you're celebrating Christmas today or have, if your day is already winding down, I hope it was great. If it's not a holiday weekend for you, I hope you're having a nice weekend and everything is going well. In any case, I'm really enjoying a little bit of downtime with my whole family. We're having just a wonderful time, and just want to take a quick few minutes to check in on the world and say hey to all of you. And of course, I don't know about rainbow turtles, but I once saw a turtle of enormous girth upon his shell. He had the earth. Gan, I think his name was. Anyway, let's get going. I've been showing off or messing around in one of my non-worlds. Hadn't touched it in quite a long time now. Remember when 118 was kicking off, I was kind of messing around, not on any of these videos, but just playing with some of the early game and seeing how starting a world in 118 would go. It's tough, but I've got one that's it's coming kind of along. It's not as much fun as the one I'm sharing with all of you, though. So we'll keep plugging away at that. And remember, if you're watching this video and you follow through the Minecraft tags in Twitter, I am running a pre-recorded holiday special right now with Stardew Valley. Go check out that world as well. If you've ever played that game or just interested, it's a really fun, chill, a little bit more farming and not quite as much adventure, but we're just getting into the episodes where we're diving down underground and having some adventures. So come on back and check in on those videos in and amongst our little check-ins here. Like I said, today's going to be pretty quick. My time is a little limited, and in the last video, we made a undecorated Christmas tree. Again, Z0, I hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks so much for the multiple check-ins. It's awesome to get your comments. And he came back and let me know that candles will work on wool. So we could do some wool decorations this year. I'm already into Christmas. We're going to be packing up. So we're going to enjoy just the plain tree with presents. And we've got our candles upstairs. We'll take a look at those in just a moment here. But I think for this little check-in, we're kind of just going to clean up from what we ran around doing the decorating and some of that kind of stuff yesterday. We got some honey products. Our candles, what's a good place for those? Maybe with the leather or the totems? We're probably not going to use a lot more of those because remember we learned these health arrows I'd gotten specifically for like wither fights, anything undead. Health will actually add or act as a poison instead of adding health. They're good for us, and if you're in multiplayer and you set those up to shoot your friends with health arrows, they'll gain a little bit of health. Where can we put candles that's kind of decorative? I mean, I could throw them in just stacks here, but these are filling up, and I'd kind of like to split out. This is the ideal, but then I gotta find a new place to put all the totems. And then we've got all our horse armors, and this one is pretty well committed. We could go across here, but I think with armor and discs, we're good to go there. How about here? We're not gonna... We got so much diorite downstairs. This will be our kind of candle decorative stuff. So let's leave all that, and then we'll just run downstairs, kind of put the dye away, put all that, go wander around a little bit in the farm. And I'm not going to start any big projects. Maybe we do the tree harvest that I thought about doing the other day. That might be something we've got enough time for here. But I want to get clear here in the United States. Let's keep that out. We've got holiday season stuff going on, of course, but we also have a little bit of sports. Specifically, some American football is being played later this afternoon and then this evening. And my nephew is a huge Green Bay Packers fan. Always been his favorite team growing up, and he kind of loved it. The kind of rebellious, yeah, this is my team because I grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan. So kind of from the influence of my parents, and in the Midwest, if you're not immediately set up with a particular team that's yours, you've kind of got a couple options, and everybody kind of eyes it. And then once you're a fan, you're kind of set. So he flew in the face of the family tradition of being a Vikings family. And again, we're pretty split up. My sister's a Cowboys fan, always has been. She was born in Texas. I've kind of changed allegiance since now most of my life and all my adult life has been in Colorado. I keep wanting to put that in there. Slime. But, yeah, I was laughing. I was like, well, all of the family that's Vikings fans and me with the Broncos, we're all kind of out of it. So my sister's Cowboys and my nephew's Packers are the two big games to kind of watch this week. So we'll be eating some more awesome snack. Man, we have had so many good. My sister was just crazy. She said she started kind of like after Thanksgiving, but she's been like baking like a madwoman. Just these huge like boxes of all kinds of homemade cookies and treats and breakfast kringlas. Oh, it's just been not good. I'm gonna be doing a lot more outdoor walking, I can tell you that, guys, in the next few weeks. But for now, I put all the honey away. We don't have those flowers out. Let's put this bone meal. No, we need the bone meal. We're going to leave the tree. I don't know how many folks are familiar. I think in the United States, at least, because it's English, and I would assume it's probably fairly commonly replicated out across other languages and cultures, but they're one of the many Christmas carol songs that's been popular all my life, and I think goes back quite a ways, is the 12 Days of Christmas. It's kind of a repeating, building song where you keep adding a day, and so you build up this string of things, and it's gifts, right? The first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, blah, 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 on and on through the 12 days. Well, the song is fun. I think most people know that. A lot of trivia is, do you know all the gifts all the way through? But what a lot of people don't know is the 12 Days of Christmas is a real deal. I think it's kind of a little bit archaic now. At least it's not as forefront in people's activities or their schedule of the season as it has been. Nowadays, we kind of go Christmas through New Year's, right? That's the big season, and kind of once you get past New Year's, it's all the gloves are off. Okay, what are we on to next? We got Valentine's coming up, and let's go, that kind of deal. MLK here in the United States, President's Day in the United States. So there's a lot of different activities and days, but the 12th day or the 12 days of Christmas and 12th night, as some of you guys that may have read some Shakespeare, either in English class or just along the way, that is actually what's built into the biblical story of the Magi coming, the wise men, following the star and going to Bethlehem to see this new, this new king that's been born and prophesized and all that. And, of all of it, that's kind of toughest to pin down. And, what was the star and all that? There's a lot of historical cycling of comets and supernova, what might have occurred at that time to have inspired whatever led up to that kind of pseudo-recorded event, or according to the gospel, that it was just what happened, right? And anyway, the tradition that's built up is, and used to be the case, is that all the whole Christmas pageant, the manger, and Mary and Joseph and the cows and the sheep and all that in the stable, we kind of lose sight of it because we're all used to the Christmas pageant that has all those characters. So everybody in the church or the school or whatever's putting on the pageant has parts, and so the wise men are right there with their beards and their fancy costumes and all that, and some people get to be shepherds and all that, and you kind of jam them all in, and everybody has a creche or a nativity scene, which is little figures of the manger and all that, and different cultures, different colors and stylings of those, but all the characters are there together, right? And what kind of happened in the 12th night is that the star shows up in the sky, and that's what the shepherds see, and as it's appearing, that's when the Magi start to follow it. So they're not there the night of the birth by any means. They're not just like, hey, we popped in from over in the east. No, they begin their journey, and then they travel far to go see what the star has foretold. And it's the 12 days, the 12th night marks when they arrive with gifts to honor it. And as I understand it, in some cultures and over some time, it used to be that much more like Hanukkah, you would give a gift to mark each of the nights to commemorate the Magi coming, and that was kind of, and that may have predated like the adoption of Saint Nicholas and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. That all of that is relatively recent for the presents around Christmas. But very long story short, the tradition my grandmother had, and she had a friend at the time that would always have a 12th night party. For the 12th night of Christmas. So her family, whatever culture that was, I have no idea, definitely celebrated the 12th night. But that was traditionally when you would keep up your Christmas decorations and tree and everything through the 12 days. And we talked about it as we were making our little tree right over there. Christmas trees would often, back when they were fire hazards, particularly, and there was no electric lighting or anything like that, you would go bring the Christmas tree so it was fresh on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve day, you'd go out in the woods and cut down a tree, and it would be fresh and pine scented and all that, and, decorations and all that were certainly different a long time ago, but you'd, maybe string some beads, kind of the bead wraps or paper rings and those kind of things certainly are older and more traditional tree decorations. And then over time, glass balls first and really fancy ornate decorations, because they were either very transitory, made out of paper and things like that, and just didn't last from year to year, popcorn strings and those kind of things, or candles, as we talked about, and then they were gone, or they were truly treasured, but fairly new, right? Your grandparents may not have had anything more than just a tree cut. So, our idea of sacred tree boxes of tree ornaments and that kind of stuff kind of build up with families over a lot of time. You may have a few from when your grandparents or your parents' trees when you were a kid, and those get added. And when you get married, and you have kids, kids make some and all that, and you have some that are old and have lasted a long time. But yeah, back in the day, there wasn't as much of that, so you didn't have this lasting decoration, but you would begin Christmas, and kind of the decoration and the caroling and all that would kick off right at Christmas Eve, and then you would go for the 12 nights of Christmas, and at the end of that you would take down your tree. So it's kind of 12th night is the ending of the Christmas holiday season. And I think for us, I don't know if we'll be too exact, but we'll kind of keep our tree around kind of in that 12th night spirit, and do a chopping down afterwards. So, if you think New Year's, that's about halfway through the Christmas season. So there you go. That's the fun fact. And instead of chopping down that tree, we're chopping down all of these. This is our tree farm. I haven't really been talking about what we're doing here too much, but it kind of goes without saying. This is just a quick way to get a bunch of wood. We haven't done it in a long time, and while we have lots of oak and all that kind of stuff, it's good to get some more saplings and get all of this lumber put and stored away. Particularly because, and we probably will discover, have plenty of taiga over in the area of our new build for 118 stuff. But as we're building up those kind of coastal villages and stuff long term, we may need a bunch of this, and we may need to throw up structures and things like that as we're going for our how did we get here. So just good to have resources stockpiled. I think looking forward and getting off the holiday stuff and all that, again, I've got half a week or so, I think, 5 days until I'm really back, probably looking to do any fresh full recording where we're just focused and going. But I think when we do our dragon fights and build up all those end cities and start looking to bring our shulker back, for that we will look to use netherrack. We've got so much of it, and it's just a long straight haul. It doesn't have to be pretty. We just need to make a multiple wide so we can run a boat down at bridge, and maybe some safety edges so Enderman can't push us off, and we'll be good. Throw some torches on it so we're not completely overspawned. Leaf blocks would kind of be an ideal way to do that, but I don't want to go around gather when we've got so much netherrack, and it could seriously be like, 1,000 blocks just to get to the island, and then double that up, put some edges on it. You're talking a lot of tree leaves. So we'll let these decay. We'll try to hang out here just a little bit more here on Christmas Day, and let the leaves give their presence to us in the form of saplings. And that'll be good. Oh, here's another log. I like the water around the outside so things can drop off. You could make this all underneath all flowing into a collection system, but it's not that handy because you're going to have logs all the way around. I don't know. You can automate with dropping TNT, but it's sloppy and messy and all that. It's just nice. It's just, once you got the tools, and look at all the wood we've got. So we're pretty well set there. I don't think we have anything in this box. I don't want to despawn. We won't go that far, will we? Let's hope not, because we are short on saplings. I think we need 32 to plant the whole farm, so let's maybe hang out until we get those, and then we'll just run and try to make one swing back here after I've unloaded all the chests. Sound good? Or unloaded our inventory. So, in the comments, if you're having a great holiday, let me know if you did something fun, if you guys have traditions, or if you have a tradition around wrapping up Christmas, let me know. Are you one of those families where like by 8 a.m. all the packages have all been torn out? It's kind of like ready, set, go, and then you're on to other things, just enjoying the day off, playing some games and all that kind of stuff? Or are you like my family? We drag it out. We kind of we give Santa a break. We kind of reach out as a family. We're like, Santa, we know you got a ton of stuff going on. A busy night last night and busy going in. So we reach out and we say, hey, well, we're going to cut you some slack. We're going to exchange Santa gifts before we get things going. Stockings. So my whole family, everybody's got their stocking. Some of us from when we were kids. And, just like little fun, not expensive things at all, kind of, necessities, or just little fun things. Like I got one of those like crossword puzzle game magazine type books. You get them anywhere for really cheap, and some snacky type stuff and all that kind of stuff, but nothing fancy, but just little packages. And so we have those, and we kind of get up and do those to kick things off. And then we have a breakfast, which is nothing fancy or nice, but we all sit down around the table and enjoy like our first round of pastries and kind of egg pre-baked things and all that. It's great. Then we do kind of our real gifts between our family. We sit down, and my niece was nice enough to, the Christmas Story Ralphie playing Santa. She kind of takes that role and distributes everything out, and did it awesome for us. So we kind of slow play that a little bit now that we're all a little older. Nobody's getting like 8 million G.I. Joe action figures or anything like that. We kind of take our time, but we were still, mid-morning, late morning, we were kind of done with that. And then we had a little bit of lunch after just kicking around, and now we got kind of our afternoon down. We'll have dinner tonight after we all watch football together, and just big family day. But my niece and nephew were off running. Everybody's kind of just taking a little bit of time to chill and do their own thing, and then we'll just enjoy more time together. We didn't have a very white Christmas here. It's colder today than it has been, and it's awesome. I like winter. I've been missing out, and it's like 50s back home, so 50s Fahrenheit, which is I don't know. It's I think it was about 25 Fahrenheit degrees above freezing today. So you centigrade folks do the math. Figure it out. But yeah, it's very mild at Christmas. Probably about 15 degrees above normal out there, and I think maybe some snow coming in there as well. But we may get some varying degrees of snow over the next couple days. It'll look a little more wintry too, and can't wait. Excited. All right, we used our bone meal. Let's save that. Here, let's put these shears. You know what? Let's go shears. How long have we been going here? I don't want to go too long. 23 minutes. All right, let's go shear our sheep because we found we were way low on wool. Let's go to bed. What else do we have? Shears, sticks we're going to put away. Got a lot of sticks. Franny likes sticks. Maybe in the coming days here we'll go say hi to Franny. I hope Franny's still doing well. Doing better than Farmer Fred ended up. Again, Sparrow. I think I thanked Z0 already for the tip on the candles on wool. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's probably where I got the idea for... Well, historically, I knew about the candles on trees, but I didn't even think about them not sticking to leaves. All right, sleep. We'll go do wool. We'll put those shears away. We'll have a little more wool. If we need it in the future, this could be dumb. The reason why we have a ladder straight up into that area is that in case creepers are in the area, you don't just walk up into them and they blow out half our half our base. And I don't know. See, it's a nice tree. They don't all have to be fancy. This is like an outdoor tree. They don't all have to be lit. We got lots of gifts under the tree. So thanks for hanging out through the holidays with me, everybody. It's been great. Great to be with family. Great to be with friends. Although I get to see one of my old friends here this week. But for the most part, it's virtual with my friends who are scattered. And you may not. You got to be able to get outside to get grass to regrow your wool. Okay, come on. Yeah. And that's okay. They're not going to escape, so sheep can come in and out. It's fine. And we had done the wild sheep. I don't think. Why do we only get one per on these guys, though? That's so crazy. There's multiple wool. Am I, missing this? Oh, I guess because he or she didn't have any on her. I guess sheep, not rams. Anyway. Kind of weird. Alright, whatever. Plop, plop. Fizz, fizz. We got a little bit more wool. Just a couple pieces. Just nice to have some of that building, and it would be, be really nice to set up an automated sheep farm. I've seen some nice ones where they get rotated around and you have basically all your colors just in a channel that are constantly getting sheared. That was detector blocks early on technology. I don't think we need any custom stuff. That may have actually come out of the honey section. But let's pick all these up, because I don't know what we're going to do. Whenever the next time is I get a chance to hang out with you guys, I don't know when that'll be or what we'll be doing. But this was a good little just fill in on the visit. So, and again, we're just picking away at little tiny things we can do to help set us up going forward. Stock up some supplies, check out some stuff around. Like I said, maybe we go visit Franny, take out a few supplies or trade items that she likes. Wool. Because she really likes string, which we've got some. Does she want arrow? No, flint. Loads of that. And feathers and string, right? Or sticks. Both? I don't know. Let's plan that for our next journey. Let's load them up. Strings. I think the arrows are only to buy the health arrows, right? Or whatever kind of arrows. But what we found was that our bow is too powerful to get any benefit. And we can't just pick and choose. Franny is locked in on instant health, and I don't think there's any way for us to pick that. But we can load all these up in the shulker, go out and visit. We've got all that wood from the abandoned mine to drop off for her, or to make into sticks, which I know are another trade. So great source of emeralds there. So we'll do a little bit of that in the next one. Just go see another site in the world. But for now, we're going to come upstairs, take one more look around, and then wrap it up for Christmas. I love our barn with our little lava mountain in the background. Our Christmas tree is a little lost, but I'm not getting rid of that. That tree's been there forever, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And we have our Christmas candles, which we haven't really even looked at, but we did do some lighting around this kind of ugly tower off our base. There we go. Let's see our Christmas lights. Red, green, and white. So there we have it. Farm's doing good. We're doing good. I hope you are, hey, just enjoying the weekend at a minimum, having an amazing Christmas. If you were hoping for things from Santa or family or whatever for gifts, I hope you got them. And I can't wait to see you guys back in the next episode. Remember, keep an eye, hit the subs. It's the best way to see it. Likes and comments. Let me know if you're seeing any fun stuff out of these videos that you can add to. But again, plan a trip out to see Franny. Maybe we'll mess around out in those mines a little bit more and fill out an episode. I don't know what my time is going to be like, so we'll just play it by ear. But until then, and as always, you guys take care, stay awesome, and remember, if you're eating as many holiday goodies as I am, try to get up, move around a little bit, get outside, enjoy winter in whatever finest it is, or if you're down south in Australia, South Africa, South America, anywhere on the other side of that equator, have a great summer. I hope midsummer is treating you well. We will see you next time, and park this world right now. So, come on back. Stay exclusive. No. Go check out other creators while you're at it. I know most everybody's away from Minecraft. So if you're blowing through these, bear with us on the quick episodes. Hope you enjoyed the tree build yesterday in the tree harvest. Remember, we're getting back to business. Not that we're ever that locked in or efficient, but we'll really start setting up and working towards how do we get here in about a week or so. So take care and keep checking back for all the latest and greatest as we go along. Till then, thanks. Can't find it. There we go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one. Have a great Christmas. Bye now.